All right, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Behind Closed Doors with your host Tyesha, and today we are talking about possession. But before we get into that, I want to let y'all guys know that I did drop a podcast on Wednesday, so go check that out. It was just me, myself, and I about the new year, what to do with your goals and how to actually achieve them. So if you're interested, hop over. I might drop a link up here. Cool. So we're gonna get right into this episode. Come give it to me. So, I wanted to talk about this just because it's been weighing heavily on my mind. And a lot of the times we don't even notice that people are handling us in a possessive way. So I wanted to speak on the good and the bad in that. I guess we can go back a little story time. There has been a lot of times where people think that they own you, and in actuality they don't. And you might hear things like for lifers and terms of that nature, or we in this forever and ride or die and all that stuff. I'm not doing it no more. I'm gonna attach a video right here.
I'm so sick of being a motherfucker ride or die. Cause a bitch done rolled and died. A bitch done had about 12 candlelights. I'm tired. I'm through.
But basically, I done rolled and died, and I'm sick of it, you know? So I just wanted to speak on that. I think when both partners are aware that, hey, I'm yours, you are mine, and like maybe like a marriage setting, that is okay. But when you're just dating or call yourself having a girlfriend or a boyfriend, don't set yourself up for this unrealistic, I'm gonna ride to the wheel fall off type phenomenon. Like, you're probably not. You're probably going to be in it until you can't take it anymore, and then you're going to dip because you don't have any legal obligations to this person. The bad thing about all of this is that somebody is always going to end up getting hurt, and that there isn't really much you can do about it besides like be like, oh, my bad, like I didn't mean to, like, you know, I love you. People use that term very loosely and don't even understand the actual impact that it makes on a person when you throw around the terms like that. And there is also this space where people don't pick up the term the same way. So what I mean by that is the way I define love can be way different from what X person, you know, defines as love. So I'm saying I love you, and they thinking, so I don't know, that love is you buying them cheesecake every Friday, or you taking them on a walk every Tuesday, or whatever the case is, while I'm over here thinking like, oh, as long as you show me then we good. I think people need to start communicating a little bit better in that area. Whoa, what was I finna say? Don't even know. But yeah, that's the good and the bad in that is very gray to me, in my opinion. This is just for FYI. This is all based off my opinion. So, because I'm not a psychologist or anything, a relationship guru or anything, but this is just how I personally feel about the subject at hand. So, there's been times where even when I was younger, or I guess every day before this I was younger, you know, so whatever. Anyways, after the storm, am I still yours? Right? So after all is said and done, and we done went through the turmoil and all the years and years and years, what are we, you know? So you have these things where people will try to keep you on a leash and make it seem like you cannot do anything outside of them. And I know a lot of you know what I mean, to where, oh, they get with somebody, or you get with somebody. It just depends on what side of the ball you playing on, first of all, because you could be that person that's, you know, holding the leash, or you could be the one on the leash, just depending on your situation. But it's the fact that a lot of people don't even see that, hey, such and such is going to do what they want to do at the end of the day, and you're supposed to wait for them until they're good and darn well ready to get into a relationship with you and pursue the rest of y'all lives together, because y'all supposedly for lifers, y'all supposed to be ride or die, y'all supposed to be ride until the wheel fall off. Oh, yeah, no. 2022, we not doing that, baby. If you can't get on board, you're gonna get left. That's it. I don't even want to say it, but you know what that means. We ain't doing that this year. Also, it's the thing where we get into this stuff that we didn't learn as an adolescent, teen, or child. We didn't get these how would you say, this representation of what love could be. Some of us grew up in broken homes. Some of us grew up in mixed families. Some of us grew up even in a two-parent home where maybe your father or your mother did not look at you like you were their prized possession. They looked at you like, oh, I hate you, da 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 da, or you're not going to be anything, or anything like that. That can also be a toxic possession, in my opinion, just because it's like they want to have this hold on you until you can't, like, you know, until you break loose. And that's when you get the rebellion, and that's when you get the, I don't know who runs away anymore or whoever did, but if you feeling like running away, that's probably why, because you don't know what to do with all this built up emotion and anger towards your people, for real. So I think that people should learn to communicate effectively and put down the rules that they can carry on in relationships. And what I mean by that is everybody thinks they have this standardized view when it comes to relationships, right? So we look at TV and we see, oh, you're supposed to do this, this, and this in that order. But in actuality, are you set up for that? Are you ready to take on that challenge to where this person maybe wants to get married and have kids and move to another state? I couldn't get my words out, but y'all gonna see a lot of that on this channel. But yeah, I definitely think that people should start having more in-depth conversations about what they actually want and actually be themselves. And what I mean by that, I had a relationship where, like, I stopped doing everything little by little, like, of who I was, because I didn't want to look a certain way while I was in a relationship. And then after the relationship, we talked about it, and they were like, oh, I see you're actually posting videos like you used to, da da da. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I didn't really feel comfortable at first with being myself by being with you, because the type of person you are made me feel like I wouldn't be accepted in that way. So I changed myself, and no fault to him. It's all on me, but I know that in my next and ongoing relationships, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If you can't be the person I need to be in while I'm being me, like, for real, like, can I be me while I'm with you? Like, if I can't do that, it's no need to be together, because I'm not belittling myself to a lower standard just to make you look a certain way. You know what I mean? There were times where I took that and I just be like, dang, like, I'm not even happy anymore, because all my happiness was embedded in me, and I changed myself for somebody else just so they can look good. And yeah, so today's episode is gonna be, super short. We're going straight to the point. So behind closed doors, tell me how you feel. How does this topic make you feel? Have you ever been in a possessive... Hold on. Rewind. Cool. So I wanted to touch on this. If you are in a relationship, we're just going back to the front real quick. If you're in a relationship, please stop worrying about your exes. Don't check on me. Don't bother me. Like, if it's not something that's aimed towards anything outside of, like, okay, how do I say this? You don't have any control over anybody that's in your past. Period, point blank. Once y'all are done, you're done. If you get back together, then it rekindles. But before that or whatever, because y'all be checking on the wrong ones, honey. And it's not fair to that person. It's not fair to your current when you're going around saying things to them as if they were still your man or your girl. You don't do that. Respect people's relationship and respect your own relationship. But anyways, behind closed doors, tell me how you feel. If you relate to any of this material that I talked about today, or if you know anybody who is going through a similar situation, I have just a couple tips. Never get in too deep unless you got a ring on it for real, unless y'all really tying the knot for real. You are single until then, and you play that how you want to play that, you take that how you want to take that, but never let nobody have that chain and ball on you and the decisions that you make, because eventually in the end you will probably regret it and you're not going to like that afterwards. So play your cards right. That's all I gotta really say today. And yeah, just let me make sure I got everything. I don't know who hitting my line, but yeah, if y'all want to follow me on social media, I will be dropping my username right here. I'm mostly active on Instagram, so yeah, you can hit me up, and if you ever want to be featured on any future episodes, let me know. But that's all I got for you guys today. Happy Friday, Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, with that being said, I'm Tyesha and I am out.